So, bro, you actually don't have to be lonely. And I'm making this video speaking to you as someone who has been introverted or who is still an introvert because I don't really think I changed it. I just know that I can today be out there, today enjoy my introvertness. But I'm basically making this video because the male loneliness is through the roof. And there are a lot of guys I see who want to make friends, right? At the same time, they don't know how to. Now, a couple of reasons you don't have friends, not because you don't know people. Different reasons. One, you're probably not even ready to have friends, right? To be very frank, as an introvert, so I know that feeling of, now I'm fine. I don't think I really want to have friends. Yeah, I genuinely know that feeling. So that could be a reason for loneliness. And it's completely valid, but you're watching this video because a part of you wants to make friends, right? A second thing, another reason is you're probably lazy to go out. You're very lazy to go out because here's the harsh truth. You can't make friends in your bedroom. You can't make friends inside your apartment. Making friends has to be more of out there. Yes, they're digital friends, but guess what? I don't entirely think you want to be on packing blue lights in your eyes, speaking to people using lights from your screen. No, you would want to meet people face to face. So you're too lazy to go out. A third reason is you might be ready, you're not lazy, but don't know how to. And yep, that's where this video might help you, right? So if the ideas in this video hit home or resonate with you, you might want to share with somebody else, right? So this is it, right? This is what has worked for me. So your first step I'll tell you is find a place to go to once or twice a week. But the thing now is that I want that place to be a place that is already authentic to you. The reason is because, bro, you don't want to end up being that guy who is very desperate in that location. Because I see this thing happen to many times. I see people at the gym, right? At the gym, they're working out a little bit and they're doing more of talking and approaching than literally working out. I remember the history of a guy at the gym. So there was a babe who passed us. She walked back and called his name and said, "Guy, I have never seen you work out in this gym." So I think she did it as a way of shaming him in my front. Now, that's not the point. But the point is, you don't want to be that person. At the same time, there's a female friend in a different gym I had because I go to different gyms, I go to different martial arts centers. In a different gym, so that as an introvert, I still meet people in almost every gym that I go to, right? Which boils down to the second step. And then I remember meeting this girl, right? And then after some months, I didn't see her again. So we became close, we got talking, and she kind of told me that she joined the gym because she wanted a husband. So one thing I suspect is what's that word? Her needy energy kind of gave up that vibe of nobody really approaching her. I'll give her a 6/10, right? But I don't know why no guy approached her. And bro, I didn't even really know her age until then she told me her age, which for one to tell you her age means that she kind of knows that there's no harm involved, right? So I'm basically telling you that if you're going to pick a place, I want to pick in a place that is one authentic to you. If you're not a guy who is serious into fitness, going to the gym will not help you. At some point, you would give up. So what that means is you're going to this place. You already enjoy this place. You are already comfortable with this place. You're not going there to really network, but you just happen to be there, right? Again, because you are already open to meeting people. Yes, and the reason I would always pick the gym for me. Now, gym may not work for you if you're not serious about your fitness. But why I would always pick the gym for me is the people that are there. Now, I enjoy the gym, right? I lift weights, I still learn martial arts, but the people I meet there are people that they're taking themselves serious. To an extent, there is a form of self-improvement. So what that means is, bro, we can bond over different topics. We can bond over books, right? Now, mind you, I don't like the book clubs. The reason I don't like the book clubs is because they are mostly about fictional books or just for the sake of reading books. I remember meeting this girl who almost made me join one. She bragged about reading 52 books the year before. Bro, I was like, what? Wait, you have 52 books? The irony is I went and bought about 10 books next week. I don't know, it probably took me like what, give or take 2 3 months to finish, 3 months to finish just 10 books. 3 months, yeah. About 3 to 4 months ish to finish just 10 books. And I don't feel bad. I'm like, no. She enjoys them as entertainment. I practice what is in the book. So I don't think we are really on the same page. And again, for books, I like to read and reread. And like right now, I'm about to reread the what do you call it? The Outwitting the Devil. Although somebody stole my copy from my bookshelf. That's by the way. So you want a place that is very, very authentic to you. The second tip here is you want to be approachable, right? You want to be approachable. Yes, I know you're there to make friends. you'll most likely be the one approaching, but be approachable. The reason is because if you go there periodically, people are seeing you periodically. People are assessing you periodically. They're asking themselves, how is that guy? Right. So I often see guys, wear large headphones to the gym, and they turn on the volume so loud. They bring their own shit. So that means they don't want to share anything with anyone. And to me, that's a sign of, oh, I'm here to work out. I don't really want to talk to people. The irony is, I've ended up speaking to people like that, right? And those people are just like calm. They're not exactly like, some of them are even open to meeting people. But what you don't realize is the way you appear sometimes could make you feel like you don't want to meet people. Crossing your arm, your body sign language, your eye contact could just give you off and say, oh, this guy is probably not here to meet people. So try to relax your shoulders. Open arms, right? Do your thing. In the gym, it's easy for you to meet people because you most likely will end up sharing equipment with another gym bro. You most likely will end up sharing equipment with another gym bro. And it's easy to start a conversation when you're sharing equipment with someone, right? It's like, okay, I see you going hard, right? Would you mind if you spot me? Oh, okay, what's the name? And before you know it, conversations go. Now, the third step now is engaging. Now, speaking of being approachable, right? There's a guy called Isaac. No, bro, Isaac has been one of the best guys I've met in about a year. And this is what happened. He approached me. So he saw me kicking the bags, punching the bags, and I was vlogging with my camera at the gym. And he came up to me. I was like, okay, bro, I see you talking to your camera. What's going on here? And then, oh, bro, I'm new to content. I'm doing this. I'm vlogging my journey of my entire life. And then I just feel like I had this urge to just do it. And before you know it, we literally spoke for about an hour. It was that crazy that a lady who I talked to at the gym was like, Prof, I've seen two of you speak for so long. She was stretching, she was doing yoga right beside us. She did the entire yoga session. So she met us there. She did her full yoga session, and we're still there. And we're just talking and talking. And what happened was, he's a tech bro who's now into content. I was also a tech bro who's now transitioning into content. And we're just talking about different topics, from the gym to girls to tech. It's almost like even to the point where for my first episode, my first real podcast episode, he's going to be shooting it for me. At the same time, he's also going to be a guest on the podcast where we'll talk about different things. He's even the one reminding me, right, about the podcast. The only reason I have not started the podcast is I've been busy back to back. So these days I've been having free time to like create and all that. Now, the third tip here to making friends is actually engaging and approaching, right? Because if this is a place you already come to, so people are kind of already familiar with your face. So if you're approaching someone, right, especially at the gym, although I hear people say things like, don't approach a girl at the gym. That's complete BS. If you are already attractive, right? If you're already attractive, bro, that's why going to the gym will make you attractive. And becoming attractive, maxing out your looks, makes it easier for you to approach. Speaking of looks maxing, I always tell you guys that, guys, you should do looks maxing after you have a personality, right? After you have built confidence, because as you're building confidence, as you're building your personality, you can begin to look smart. Because I see what many guys, they look smart thinking that girls will begin to approach them the way girls want to be approached. No. Looks smart makes it easy for you to approach. So guess what? You still need the confidence to go and approach. So you approach, you engage. Two things I'll say here is, learn to give compliments, right? And it's as simple as, sometimes I don't have any extra cheating line I see. I have things like, oh, hi, my name is Stone. They're like, what? Stone? I'm like, Stone, living Stone. They're like, oh, shit. And they smile. Or there's one I did on camera where I was like, hi, my name is Stone. I've been noticing you around. Have you noticed me? And she laughed, and that was it. So what that means is, they're already familiar with me to an extent. So now me approaching is no problem, because let's be honest, sometimes, right, women can see you as you being creepy or something, but if they see you periodically, and you're coming with a smile, they just know that, okay, fine, what's the worst that could happen, right? So they're kind of like polite. I've never seen anyone turn me down at the gym. No, I've never seen anyone turn me down. Now, I'm not trying to brag and saying that I'm one pro expert. No, I have nothing cheesy. So now, the second thing now is the small talks. Because if me and Isaac did not have small talks, we may never had realized that we had a lot in common. We may never had realized that this guy is not just he's a gym content bro, tech bro, and a guy of complete vibe. It's authentic. And bro, every time we see, we're spending nothing less than 1 hour talking. To the point where we go and get food together. So very soon when the podcast comes up, you will see who Isaac. See who Isaac is. So yeah, I know this video is supposed to be like educational, but fuck it, you know. So yes, a couple of things I wanted to take note of is that one, yeah, you should never try to make friends simply because you're trying to fill a void. You're trying to escape loneliness. You're trying to escape depression because it's going to be obvious. It's going to be obvious. You want to destroy. That is why I tell you that as a guy, you should be your own best friend. You should be comfortable being alone, right? Now, when you have, the reason you have friends around you, sometimes you just need people to like lift you up. Sometimes you just need people to just come through for you, right? It's just easier, but guess what? You should be your own best friend. You should be self-sufficient, right? At the same time, when guys come into your life, because you guys benefit each other, and it's basically a recipe for you avoiding toxic relationships. Second thing I'll tell you here is, don't be afraid of rejection. Never ever be afraid of rejection. The reason is that if somebody was to reject me, what's going through my head is, me and this person are not compatible. Now, I don't want you lying to yourself. There are other reasons you might have been rejected. Sometimes you could have been rejected because of the way you appeared. I remember I've spoken on that in my videos before, where I had approached a lady, and then she gave me this dismissing eye. But I kind of understood because I knew how I dressed at that moment. I knew how I was looking at that moment, right? So I got the message and I got that feedback. But most of you don't lie to yourself. There's always feedback. If you know that you've presented yourself in a very nice way, right? That means it could just be her, right? Her father may have died. She may be going through her menstrual period. So when women are going through a lot of different emotions. So don't feel bad. Again, say rejection, and sometimes if everything is okay, it could just be a situation where two of you are not compatible. I know this because there are times when I'm meeting people, right? And I'm ignoring some bells in my head, right? Things are not obvious yet, but my intuition is picking some things. Then it turns out that the person is a certain way and we have to part ways. Now, to be very, very frank, it's much bitter in the very end, right? Because I'll be like, well, I saw that coming, but I ignored it. So, bro, don't be that guy who ignores intuition. And the last thing I'll tell you is be authentic. Be authentic, right? You don't, because you want to make friends does not mean make friends with everybody. Quality of friendship is better than quantity of friendship. Now, ultimately, where you want to get to as a guy is to get to a brotherhood. A brotherhood is that unit. I call them Team 6, right? Well, you know, these are your ride or die bros. Now, this takes time. It takes years to cultivate, right? It takes years to cultivate because you guys need a deep sense of identity and shit. So, but I'm speaking to friendships here. So, a typical example now is I read books, but I would never join a book club. The reason I'll never join a book club is simply because those guys like to read books. Yeah, I like to use books. I don't like to read books. I like to look at a book, ask myself, how does this book impact me? Will it impact my quality of living? Will it impact the quality of ideas in my head? Will it give me practical psychology? Will it give me an idea that could help me when I'm coaching somebody? If it does, then good. If not, it's a waste of time. Move on and move on. Again, I really love spirituality books now. If I see a book club that discusses spirituality topics, bro, I will dive into it like crazy. But most of them like to just read for the sake of reading, right? So to summarize it, when it comes to meeting people, right, you want to leave your house, leave your bedroom, go to meet people, right? Be open to actually meeting people, go out, interact with people and provide value. Now, when I say provide value, what I'm basically saying is this. I'm not saying you should be a businessman, networking and shit, doing some transactional deals, no. Providing value could just be, you're the guy who has listening ears. You're the guy who people will ask for advice. You're the guy who knows how to keep the conversation going because all those things are valuable, right? We're not living in an economy where we feel like because it's not monetary, it means it's not valuable. No. Can you make the person feel good? Can you make the person feel heard? Can you even crack jokes? Can you be entertaining? All these things again, and these things come from you. You already know the value you provide. You don't have to fake the value because people will eventually catch you when you fake it, and when you fake it and they catch you, you end up feeling like a fool. My name is Tonoroye. Now, I've told you to share this video with somebody, but there is a chance that you're probably lonely. But I'm like, no problems, right? Just hit me up in the comment section. Let's talk in the comment section because maybe in the comment section you can begin to play, right? I begin to like open your conversation there. So right. But I'll be launching a community very, very soon. But stay in check because it could be on by now it could have been launched already. Yeah, so like I said, just what you just do is comment down below. Or if you know anybody who you know is also lonely, because sometimes lonely people kind of bond over loneliness. If you know any of your brothers who is lonely, share this video with them. Talk to you soon. And then bye for now, brother.